This is a South Australian Footballer TV presentation, Adelaide's #1 local football media team. Gold sponsor, South Wales Demons Football Club. Silver sponsors, Australian Gas Networks, the best energy source for your home. Ray White Northeast, Valley View, South Australia. Bronze sponsors, Big Screen Video, MERS, Mediation and Employment Relationship Services. Mackay Business Services. Rewards International. This video was filmed and edited by Payneham.
For Gullies, and you can go through Payneham.
Yep.
For Gullies, Trent Melville's got 4, Chad Shoemaker's with 2, and Matthew Stent with 1.
So it's Dylan Shoemaker's got 1, Chad got 1.
Oh, Dylan and Chad, was it?
Both got 1, yep. For Payneham, it's all individuals at this stage. Strato Agarostis, Paul Lowe, Tom Wagner, Brady Ansell, Nick Jolly and Tom Langford. And, well, straight away, Hose, I look at the scorecard and I see, well, that's the Achilles heel, what we thought might be the Achilles heel for Teacher Gully hasn't proven to be. You've got Davis, Jolly, Langford. We thought they'd have trouble shutting down those big 3. Now, whilst there's been some mismatches, to hold those 3 players to 2 goals, really good signs for the Gullies.
Yeah, well, hats off to Justin Machota. He's changed up the structure of his side today, and he's shuffled some blokes around, and he's managed to get goals at the other end as well as shutting down the guys. So far, points in the coaches' boxes to Machota, to Justin over Macca. Time will tell whether Macca gets the points overall.
Yep, absolutely. Now, I think we're going to take a bit of a break, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to have a 5-minute break for our
We're back
viewers.
in the second half from Pertaringa, where it's Tea Tree Gully leading by 3 points. And we're back here at Pertaringa Oval for the second half as we just get the 1-minute warning and Payneham moving back into their spot. Here's Bernie right on cue. Bernie, must be feeling pretty good about yourself after that last quarter. I think certainly a huge chance from here, the Gullies.
Feeling a lot better after a couple of beers in the club rooms and some egg and lettuce sandwiches too, TJ. So I hope you boys enjoyed that too. Compliments of the Tea Tree Gully Football Club. So
they do things very well.
Bean buffs at St Agnes did them, so that's great. But yeah, you're dead right, mate. I wouldn't have thought it would be this score at this time. So it's a fantastic result for Tea Tree Gully, that's for sure. Starting this second half,
just from Theberton, it's 4-5-29 apiece at half time. So dead level.
Hanson versus Penny and the big battle. Here we go. We're off and running at Pertaringa. It's Penny to no one in particular. Coming in off the wing is Pierce Seymour. He's tackled. He drops the ball. Penny with a clearing kick now to the far side. First onto it should be Jamo Bauer. It is. Bauer takes possession, tackled quickly, and we'll have a ball up, will we? Ball bobbing around. No, Jamison Bauer gets it back. Chain of handballs. Giannini, it looks like. Quick kick down the line. Looks for Langford. Langford too strong for his opponent there. Good start by Payneham. Fast footy. Inboard. Jolly of the Nick the Situation variety. And now, wow, we've got a new listener today. Luke Hosey, apparently Kate Jolly has joined the Mixler network.
Oh, we've got heaps of new people today, so it's great.
As well as Matt Jolly from Bonbury.
Yeah, and there's streams on because I can see who logs in. It's great.
Anyway, more importantly, Nick Jolly lines up from 40 metres out directly in front. He needs this. Payneham need this. He needs this for his confidence. Kicks from about 45. Goal umpire doesn't move. He pumps the fist. Oh, you wouldn't want it to be the air around him then. He's kicked his second. That's big for Payneham, and it gives them back the lead. That's about our 7th lead change of the day on the South Wales Demons Football Club scoreboard. It is Payneham by 3 points.
You're right, the big fella needed that for his confidence after missing the last 3 or 4. So,
what happened though, Luke, on that outer side to create that? Payneham just kept the ball alive, didn't they? They just kept it alive, pushed it, and got it out the back, and then they just
at ground level, where
level.
You dominated in the second quarter. Payneham they went. You don't like to use the word soft, but they were out-pointed in the second quarter. Good to see them win some contests at ground level early in the last.
I like this too from Payneham. They got they've got Pierce Seymour on the wing with Matty Stent.
Yep, good matchup.
Brimacombe back onto Melville. I think that's better suited.
Hanson and Penny in ruck. Penny wins the tap, straight down to Shiremakers. He's spun around, does a 360, a 720, a 1,080, a 1,440, and the umpire says, I'll have it, thank you. Nothing doing, ball up, secondary ball up. Ruckman go at it again. One tap towards Payneham's goal. Ansell reaches out, takes possession eventually. Quick handball. Zach McKay onto it. That's you, Bernie.
He's taken the ball, handballed it to himself. Johnny Birkin takes it at 100 miles an hour. It goes over his head. Payneham jump on the ball. Gully's jump on him. The umpire's going to come and bounce it up on the centre wing, grandstand side.
He's lost his strides. He's lost his strides.
Both sides have come out with a fair bit of zest after half-time.
Yes, and plenty to play for, obviously. Neither Ruckman wins it clearly. Zach McKay, though, wins it well. Handballs down the line. Tiggerman and rushing onto it and taking it out of play right in front of us was Chase Bauer.
Disguised it well, I think, there. Very well done from Zachy McKay, looking for the boundary line and found it.
Couple of early touches there from Zach McKay this quarter. Again, the big men will do battle. They look at each other. They look at the ball. Penny in front position. Oh, ball nearly hits Seymour in the head. Ground level. Oh, McKay looks for the high contact, doesn't he?
Geez, he tried to milk that, didn't he?
Yeah, it's one of his trademarks. Apart from being a sensational footballer, he knows how to pick and roll the tackle and make it go high. Nothing doing that time.
A little bit of Luke Shuey about that one.
Yes, yeah, a lot of Luke Shuey about it. Third man up was Seymour, winning it down to Ansell. Ansell on the run. Langford over the top. It might bounce, and it bounces through for a minor score. Oh, Langford, I tell you, if they can isolate Langford, I think that's what they're trying to do. He's just a bit too big there for Haggard, isn't he? Is it Haggard?
No, he's on Hamish Kowalik.
Kowalik, Haggard. Hamish, Haggard.
He's had him all day, and that's what I thought was in this match. He just got that extra 3 or 4 inches on him.
Quick kick out finds Shiremakers. Shiremakers down the middle. Beautiful kick. Oh! Stent trips over, Milko.
Fortuitously, though, comes to Trent Melville, who just loads the ball up into the forward line. It's going to take a B-grade bounce. Pete Personos is going to pick it up. He's sprinted down there. He's got time to handball it over someone's head. Why didn't he handball it? Don't know. Trent's going to take the mark. No, he doesn't.
He's paid it.
He's paid the push.
Oh, umpire.
She's a bit soft, wasn't it?
Well, I just don't know why Pete didn't handball in the goal square to Chatty Shiremakers to start with.
Well,
anyway.
I think you got a bit of the check side me time going about him then. But anyway, the free kick's been played against Jamison Bauer.
Awful free kick. For
a push when both players had eyes on the ball, competed and it bobbed out. I just thought it was a good contest. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. Melville will line up from 25 metres out directly on a on a fairly slight angle.
Directly 25 degrees, and it's going to go across the face.
Got a bit excited out on the ball. Directly under the scoreboard is what I meant to say. It came out directly in front.
Poor footy from both sides. I mean, there was no one in the square on the other side. Goal line there. I just can't believe that. That's pretty boring.
Anyway, he's going to be Chase Bauer now with a relieving free kick from the back pocket from the out of bounds on the full.
It'll come to a contest. He goes onto his left foot. He's going to bring it in towards the centre of the ground. Liam Davis is there. Gullies are at the back here. Johnny Birkin jumps on it. So to Payneham.
Wagner.
He's taking the ball out here by the Wags. Wags the dog. Kicks it around to centre half forward. The stacks on the mill there. It comes to Josh Schilling. He's out the back of the back. He's jumped on by the situation. Jolly. We've still got it out. Here's Danny Uglesic. He's great with his skills. He's put it up for Chatty Shiremakers. He's got to sit under the ball. It's bounced behind him. There's still Payneham all over the ball there. They'll clear it here now.
Ansell. Pride to Ansell to Allegio. Through the middle of the ground. Goes along to Langford. Too big, too tall, too strong there. And he takes a mark 30 metres out directly in front. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not quoting Shane Crawford. That's the matchup they're trying to isolate. Tom Langford down there and Hamish Kowalik. That's the opening I think they're looking for.
Yeah, well, Jakey Huggard was the one that he got the ride on then, and he's not much taller. He's a bit more fierce than Hamish, but he was on Jake Huggard at that time. But Langford's just too good.
He's a tackling machine.
Just too
Huggard.
big.
But Langford lines up 30 metres out directly in front, should kick it. And the umpire says that'll do. That's Payneham second for the quarter, and they're 8th for the game. It's Payneham by 10 points.
That's one I thought early in the game. I thought Chrissy Fora should have gone back, Bernie, and still do. I just think he's just a bit out, just too big.
Talked about at half-time as well, the keys were the triple threat of Payneham. Jolly, Davis, Langford had only kicked 2 goals in the first half. If they only kick 2 goals in the second half, Gullies win, but they've already kicked 2 goals in the first, say, 7 minutes of the third quarter. Yeah. Premiership quarter, they call it, and I tell you what, Payneham need a huge quarter because Gullies are coming home to the Australian Guest Network scoring end.
We're 3, I reckon, that breeze.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
Well,
but
it's
maybe.
appeared that way today.
Yeah, it certainly has been the scoring end. Ball one down, Brindoli from the middle, bobs up, down. Allegio's been fantastic. to Richmond. Richmond to Low creative. Looks for Langford. Jolly will come over the top. Bang! Splits the pack. Nearly kills 2 men and a child. And the ball spills, and we'll have a ball up 30 metres out. I'll tell you what, there was the crowd braced themselves for an attacking Jolly there. He was coming.
Big man, isn't he?
He is. In ruck now. Ball one down. Gully's there. Take first possession. Quick handball out to Donahue. Donahue with a quick kick, but it's just a minor score. Looking to create something from nothing, but it wasn't to be. It's Payneham by 11 points. Bernie.
Been good Pinchy today.
Hard to believe that's the scoring end. That obviously there is a little bit of a breeze out there because Payneham have had it quite dominant once again at the start, like the start of the first quarter. Huggy's got the ball. This is what they did in the first quarter too, the Gullies. I'd like to see them take the game on from here. Huggy's got it in the back pocket. He goes short. He's got Cam Tiggerman presenting for him, and he takes true centre-half back position. He moves it around to the outer side. He's got Chad Schoenmakers there, but the Doc's moved down nicely too. That was a good mark by Doc Sandercock. He pushes it up to the centre wing. There's a leading Trent Melville there. He waits for the ball to bounce. Wheels around on his left boot. Gets it forward, looking for Chris Fora. He's behind the play there. Spoils the ball. Wags the dog. Out of bounds on the full from a bit of pressure from Chrissy Fora there, which was a good result.
I'll tell you what, my daughters will be listening. They absolutely love Wags the dog. They'll be thrilled with your reference there, Bernie. Shout out to Indian Izzy. Wags the dog. Tommy Wagner. Yeah, so he has kicked it out in the full. So is that Personos with the ball? No, it's Thompson.
Nick Thompson.
Thompson goes towards the pockets. Jay Hansen in front. Takes a big, strong mark. No, sorry, it's Pierce Seymour. Yeah, Pierce Seymour with a big, strong mark, 35 metres out. And he'll kick to the centre wing. Big, long kick to Nick Jolly. Jolly over the back, it goes to Sandercock. First onto it, looks like Huggard, is it?
Jakey Huggard gets around to his right foot, looks for a little set-up kick, goes in towards Blake Penny.
Hansen!
The big Hansen,
Buff.
flat out, takes the ball and a beautiful kick. Langford again.
Yeah, Langford on a lead. He'll look for... Who's that? Orcello? Is it up in the forward line? Oh, he just slips one in. Oh, Matty Nye, sorry. Matty Nye's been very quiet. And it spills into the goal square, and Tea Gully will rush a point. That's Paynham's 11th, and they lead now by 12 points.
Personos does the smart thing and just rushes it through, and Big Sandercock going to have the kick in.
Let's just see if they go short again to just have this control of the ball. He doesn't know what to do. He's going to have to go to a contest. No, there's the little short one, so they're prepared to do that, happy to do that.
Yeah, it's a Tiggerman. Tiggerman 30 metres around from his own goal.
It's the next one's the hard one out.
Yeah, but a good 50-metre kick gets it 75 from goal and out the danger zone, and that's what he does. Kicks down the line, looks for Penny, cutting across his bower. Ball spills.
Out there it's Chad Schoenmakers. Natural left footer, goes on his right foot. Trent Melville tries to scoop it up on the half volley. Payneham take the ball away from him. It's a left foot twirling kick, and Blake Penny backs back and takes the big marks, puts up the big mitts.
Grimacombe there.
And he switches the play. Now you're going to have to run faster than this, Coxie. He waits for it to bounce. It's in the air. He's got it. Kicks it into the middle of the ground, but it's a turnover.
Terrible.
Bad turnover.
Terrible kick.
High risk,
the danger area. The players will be caught out of position, but he just doesn't quite get back enough. Jamo Bow. He goes long and high to Jolly. Not happy. Oh, pull low at ground level. Rows it, but just misses to the near side. Langford not happy with that. I think Langford said, well, you know, you're meant to be kicking these to me this quarter. He was not happy. Bit demonstrative there to the young fella, but...
8-12.
Yes, not the worst option in the world, Nick Jolly. And again, we'll have a kick out. Is it? It's going to be the Doc, is it?
Yeah, the Doc's got it.
And someone's just kicked it from behind the goal, and it's gone to the 50-metre line in the pocket.
Just for our listeners out there, it's Payneham Norwood Union 8-12-60 on the scoreboard to Teacher Gully 7-5-47.
You know, you pay my wages, and you always say, I have to say South Wales Demons. Why don't you have to say it?
No, 'cause I forgot all about it, actually.
Hold on, you get paid for this.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Got to put food on the table, mate. I love food. As a kick out comes to Tiggerman. Bernie, that's your team. Sorry, go.
It's Cam Tiggerman's taken the mark on the half-back flank. He goes to the wing there, looking for Trent Melville leading up again. He is good on the lead, but he's been touched up again by
Brimacombe.
Brimacombe's beaten him again. So
doing well. Brimacombe just a bit quicker than Seymour, and he's able to keep up with him on those leads.
There's Josh Schilling trying to get the ball out because it's ended up back in Paynham's area.
To Jolly. Jolly has a flying shot, but again, it's across the face, this time out of bounds, and Payneham will reload 10 metres around from the behind post at the South Wales Demons. Sorry, at the Australian Gas Network's end. So they set now. Again, all the players, all 36 players move into one quarter of the ground as they set up.
Leggio off and Strato on.
They need something from Strato. Ball spills. It's all Payneham at ground level there, but no, Teatree Gully win it.
Joshy Schilling gets a saddle put on him. Payneham hold him up, and he's on the half-back flank coming out of that southern end.
Where's Joshy from? Bernie? Is he
Joshy Schilling, as a junior, I think he was playing at Hope Valley, don't quote me. He might have been at Hope Valley, and then he's come along here with some of his mates, which is great to see.
Looked like Jolly got one in the back, did play for it a bit though. Umpire says nothing doing. Play on, ball spills to Donahue. Big first quarter, been a bit quiet since then. Ball spills to Schilling, he handballs on his knees, straight out of bounds. The umpire says, well, that's not a rule here, so we'll have a ball in. 50 metres around under the big light post to Teatree Gully in front of a huge crowd of in excess of probably 2,000 people here at Gully.
And the oval's in great nick too for this time of year.
Yeah, there's a lot of water on it when the rain came, that's for sure, but you just need that one dry day and it does soak it all off. So once again, we've got the ball coming in and it's held up here because Gullies don't need Payneham to get any more goals, certainly in the next 5 or 10 minutes. And the Gullies got to get one themselves just to put that pressure on for that last quarter. Ball goes up in the air. Up Dylan Schoenmakers tries to push his way through. Gets a little left foot kick on it. Over to Stan it goes, almost like a set play. They knew what was going on. The ball comes spiralling in. Trent pushes Privicum in the back. The ball sits
tackle,
up.
Bang.
Has to wait for
Didn't
it.
have it.
Big tackle.
Big Blake.
Didn't have it.
Didn't have it. It was a big tackle by Privicum. He's straight off. Normally they make you come around on your mark for some reason. Didn't that time.
Push.
Big push by Wagner, not paid, and he's tackled immediately by Alex McKay. He's in there burrowing hard.
Normally umpires get those pushes up there like that.
Umpire on the scoreboard absolutely going half chopper. That's Lisa, isn't it, over there?
Lisa, man.
Absolutely doing calisthenics. A ball up, one by Dow, but one straight down to Ansell. He gives a quick handball. Looked like Wagner. Wagner through the middle. Good kick. Giannini, is it? It is Giannini. Jolly all on his own. 16 metres out, takes the ball, has a bounce, gives the handball to Langford. He'll run into open goal. Bang! It's a goal to the Falcons. A much needed goal. How does Nick Jolly get that much space? Explain that one to me, gentlemen.
He shouldn't. But where was Sandico? He wasn't anywhere, was he? He was 50 metres away, so you just don't leave Nick Jolly 50 metres on his own inside forward 50.
No, and look, we said they needed a lead with the breeze. They're up to 19 points at about the 15-minute mark of this third quarter. There's no doubt about it, that's the scoring in. And that's Tom Langford's third, and a beautiful setup by Nick Jolly.
Yeah, also at Theberton, Henley by 6 points.
Over the Raggies, it'd be a huge upset if the Raggies could find a way. Obviously, it's probably half time there, is it?
No, it's into just into
in
the
third
quarter.
Low scoring game at Theby. Hanson up and down. Dow takes his tap. Quick kick to the half forward. In front, the big fella, big Tyler West. Oh, he's ridden. He rode him like a pony. Who was that? Tommy Wagner said, Dad, I want a pony for Christmas. You can't have one, but you can ride Westy. He's a big boy, Westy, isn't he?
He can't move that fast around the ground in this A1 team, though, can he? You know, like he's just going to hold up there. And can Gullies get one? I was just going to say, can they get one against the flow? And you know what? Johnny Perkins busted through the pack from 50 out and kicked it. So you can kick goals into that northern end.
Yep.
And he's done it, a much-needed goal for Gullies. They're still about.
It's not a howling breeze, there's no doubt about it. It's just a slight zephyr almost. But for some reason, that end is certainly the scoring end. Maybe it's the slight slope on the ground, I don't know.
Done 16 and a half minutes into this third quarter. So,
yes, and it's 13 points the difference in favour of Payneham. I'd say Payneham would want they'd want a 10-goal lead, but they're going to need at least a 4-goal lead going into the last quarter. And I reckon at three-quarter time, mate, we might get Bernie and I to head out to the huddles and see what the coaches have got to say. Oh, well done. Oh, Blake Penny's taking out the ruck and tackle. That should be holding the ball. The umpire pays it and plays the advantage. Downfield. Free kick. Umpire says it plays another advantage. Sanzo to Nye. He's been very quiet. He's ridden straight into the ground. And the umpire says we'll have a ball up.
Sorry,
50 metres out.
Listeners, that was half time at Theberton. Henley by 6 points.
Yes, a couple of free kicks advantages played there that may not have advantaged Payneham. And ball up there. At ground level, Personos, good, strong through the contest, onto his left, breaks, half forward, Joron Byrne.
Well, here's young Carlos Puccini. I think that's his first mark in A-grade football. He's a bit hesitant. Nice looking kick, looking for Trent. It sat on his head. Brigham moves Trent out the way. Big Tyler West jumps on it again, puts his big frame over the ball. They ride him into the ground and he gets a mouthful of dirt. Can't get the ball out and the umpire will bounce it up at the true centre-half forward position for Teatree Gully.
About 40 metres out, straight in front. Crucial play this. Halfway through the third quarter, the premiership quarter. Hanson pushed off it there by Big West. Ball spills to Wagner. Wagner, left foot up and under, mongrel kick back towards the centre of the ground. Out the danger. Davis, too big, too strong. Great mark at the centre half back.
Yeah, too strong for Coxon.
And they've got an opening here because they've got Jolly. He's one out there with a Doc Sandercock. Sandercock does enough. Strato Agarostis overruns the ball. Sandercock gets it back to McKay, to Sandercock. Left foot, interesting kick.
It was awkward looking. Comes to Pete Personos. He tries to turn on a dime. Does so. Gets the handball to Matty Stanton. He's looking for one inside.
Good handball.
Gives it over now to Joshy Schilling. Can he set Trent up on the lead? No, it's dropped on his head again. Trent gets pushed out. Umpire doesn't see that.
Brimacombe out of the back with a handball. Releases. Break lines. Goes to Brady Ansell through the middle. Has a bounce. Those quick left legs. Goes down to Strato Agarostis. 2-on-1 Tea Tree Gully though. They win it back through Huggard.
Over to
Good kick, Huggard.
Nick Thompson's got the ball on the centre wing. Neat little kick looking for Alex McKay. Gets rid of his opponent. Running into the forward line. Gets a handball across. It's gone over to Trent. He's trying to work the ball. He can't get it. Nick Thompson jumps back on it. The umpire's going to do something. Trent's grabbed hold of the Payneham ankle. Brimacombe's ankle.
Good idea, Alex McKay. Poor execution. That's what it came down to. The handball, the inboard handball was on, but he just missed the target. And at this level, where you miss the target, they'll jump all over you.
Brimacombe doing a really good job on Melville with this 17, 18 minutes in.
It looked like Davis was held and his jump was impeded. Donahue slow to get up. Davis free kick right in the centre of the ground and they'll look for Langford for the fat side, surely. Jolly goes that way, Langford comes this way. No, Davis indecisive. Now he just goes high and long. They'll all fly.
Pushing the back.
Pushing the back on Langford. Certainly nothing doing by the umpire. He went down like he was shot. It was a double-handed shove. But anyway.
The umpire was right there too, and so he's right in the perfect position. Anyway, not to call.
Yeah.
The ball goes up on the half-back line.
Quick road.
Was that Brunoli?
Allegio, down to Langford, nearly took the chest mark, tries to control it, and ball spills by the behind post. We'll have a ball in 15 metres around from the Payneham goal. It's tight, it's tense, it's tough, it's 13 points the difference in favour of Payneham. We're around about the 20-minute mark of the third quarter, and to say the next goal is crucial is a bigger understatement than I'm handsome.
Well, it is more crucial for Payneham, I think, to get it. If Gullies can get it, they're going to be sniffing all over this in the last quarter, if it's going to go with the flow of that last quarter goal. Anyway, the ball comes in. Gullies look to clear here. Dylan Schoenmaker's great skills with the ball on his left foot. Gets it around the corner.
Oh.
The young Wags, the dog, could have got in front of Tyler West, but then double-fisted the ball, which is always a mark.
Yeah, but there wasn't any talk behind him. He did the right thing, I think. He did the right thing.
Look, it wasn't the worst double-fisted, but I'm with you, Bernie. If you can get 2 fists to the ball, you can catch the ball. And he did all the hard work working into position, but nonetheless, it's a ball up on the just forward of the wing for Payneham. Running through Schoenmakers. Looked like he was held there by Matty Nye. He's been quiet today. That's... Oh, gee whiz, who was that? That's Pride. Pride over to Wagner. Wagner coughs it up and playing there. Tea Tree Gully, good mark there.
Coxie.
There's Nath Cox, goes along centre-half forward position. The ball's way up into the air there. Alex McKay was competing for that. It comes down to young Bikini, and he is rushed out of bounds with the ball in front of the light pole and the scoreboard, which shows Tea Tree Gully 8-5, trailing Payneham Norwood Union 9 goes 12.
Yes, beautiful spoil by Mackie Haynes coming up over the top. He's been really good, really consistent today. Mac Haynes had a good game. Hanson wins the tap, but it's one down. Birkin again tries to crash the pack. Nothing doing. Ball spills. Here's Wagner. Quick hands. Well done to Giannini. Giannini through the wing. Looks long for Jolly. Jolly at full tilt. Swings onto his right, 65 metres out.
Sprint back to the goal
High
line.
kick. Long kick. Going just across the face and will run out of bounds. Oh, tell you what, again, Agarostis not quite able to get goal side of his opponent. They've played him very well today, Tea Tree Gully.
Daniel Uglisic, he's done a really good job on him. He even beat him in the sprint back to the goal line then.
Obviously got plenty of time if you can keep up with Strato.
Doing a really good job.
Ball in, 10 metres around from the Payneham goal. Latter stages of the third quarter. Pack of about 20 around the ball. Ball in the hands of Tea Tree Gully, quickly tackled by Payneham. Stolen, the umpire says, I'll have a ball up, and now we're about 25 metres out.
Strato is the best small forward in Division 1 at the moment, and he's doing a really good job on him. Yeah,
Big tap Jolly out to Zach McKay. Bernie.
Zach McKay goes out to young Carlos Pacini, having a bit of an impact. Here comes Chris Forey, just come on the ground for Tyler West. He kicks it to centre-half forward. No, it's not. It's bounced over the head of... was that Trent Melville coming up to the wing? Yes, it was. Payneham take control again.
This way, that away. Has the presence of mind to balance, lift the eyes. Hits Allegio. Allegio to full foot to Jolly. Good spoil, Doc Sandercock. and wins the ball at ground level. Jolly just gets a foot in to cause a spillage.
Good football, Sandico.
Yeah, but running out of defence there, not sure who that is. Good kick. Well done, Harry Pride over the top. Umpire doesn't pay it, but releases the handball to Seymour. Seymour with a big kick. It's all Gullies back there, though. And Huggard impeded. Agarossis now with a tackle. Ball spills. Gully should run it out. Plenty of pressure back there. Well done, Tickets Penny. Ball spills again. And just on the last line, rushing across is Doc Sandico.
Jesus, they're making hard work of that, weren't they, boys?
Bit of a mess there. Plenty of pressure. And it's a 14-point ball game in favour of Payneham at the 23-minute mark of the
Gully's
quarter.
defence is holding up well because Payneham have got all the footy. They've had all the footy, but just not scoring.
Yeah, 3-1 this quarter. Paynham's way. Jolly comes across in front from the kick out. Brunoli back to Jolly, to Brunoli, down to Langford. He's on the boundary, 50 metres out. He's gone quite slowly, but he's measured his kick from the pocket. Near side one behind. Paynham peppering the goals, but not quite kicking it through the high diddle. That's the middle. 9-14. Gully's 8 goal.
It's going to come back and bite them, I think. They've had all those extra scoring shots.
Shut up, Hose.
That helps with not being biased one way or the other.
Yeah, mate, I'm trying to stay neutral. It's hard, but I'm trying. Bernie's the same. We're calling it down the middle roughly, aren't we, Bernie?
Oh, we are, mate. We are. We're just passionate, mate. And the ball comes out from the T3 Gully back line, puts high into the air. Carlos Piccini makes it a 50-50.
Giannini or Cello, he's been quiet today.
Flowing locks. He's run straight on a brick wall. I think he's gone out of bounds.
Yeah, he has gone out of bounds. Yeah, he just...
history tells me as a neutral observer that if you kick this bad, he's going to come back and bite you on the arse.
Okay, moving on. Ball in. Clint Dowse punches it right back to the boundary line, and T3 Gully just trying to chew up a bit of time now at the 24-minute mark, maybe going into the 25th-minute mark of the third quarter here. Won't be a long quarter, just the 4 goals scored. Ball in now. Hanson versus Dow. Ball comes straight down. It's a long way away from us. Right on the opposite corner. Tackle. Strong tackle applied. I don't even know who's got the ball, but it looked like a good tackle.
At Theberton, the Sharks by 13 points.
Running away with it, hopefully. Quick ball up by the umpire. No one goes for the ruck. Oh, out the pack. Off the ground, out of nowhere. Quick snap by...
Brunoli, I think it was. I think it was Brunoli.
Just the minor score. Looked good off the boot, but not quite. He's up to 15.
Brutus Brunoli there with that point.
Could be a handy point. Probably too early for that, but kick enough of them, you'll win. And they'll come short. They've done this all day. It's Shower Makers. Shower Makers now marks 20 metres out from his own goal. He goes short as well.
To his brother.
Yes. Shower Makers to Shower Makers. We've seen it before. He'll come down the line to the wing, right in front of us. To Melville. Too strong there, Brimacombe. Yes.
He shut him down, hasn't he, since he's been doing?
He has. He's kept him goalless. Brimacombe now not renowned for his kicking. EG, high up and under kick. Down the line to half forward. Langford in best position. Huge pack of players. And a tackle applied and we'll have a ball up 50 metres out from the Payneham goal. 26-minute mark. We've probably only got 1 or 2 to play here in this quarter. Final goal of this quarter could really tell a story, boys.
I would have thought Justin Machotta's happy with this quarter.
Oh, Hanson out the ruck, gives a handball to someone. Not sure who. The Richmond onto it, runs out of play, 30 metres around from the Payneham goal. Deep in that heavy pocket there by the beautiful big tree. Is that a red gum, Bernie?
No, that's a blue gum, mate. And
I had a guess.
Rich Man is looking dangerous there on that half-forward flank.
Richo Man. Ball up. Looked like Dow got the better of that one. Down to Personos. Releases a handball. Showermakers to Sten. Oh,
stood up to tackle.
Beautifully done there, Boom.
Jesus, that was fantastic by Stenny. The ball's fiddling at the back there, but the umpires picked the throw out there. Couldn't get rid of it correctly.
He did end up throwing it. He got spun around and careful on that. Donahue, centre half forward, looks for the big fella, flies. It comes down to ground level. Big pack of players. And on top of it is Huggard. He's tackled. Ball spills out the back. Microphone spills out of Bernie's hand. And we're going to have a ball up 40 metres out from the Payneham goal.
27.5 minutes in, TJ. Can't be too much longer to go. Payneham going to have to capitalise here.
Out the packets, Richmond from a quick snap. Doesn't quite make the distance. Langford marks in the goal square. Plays on. Goal!
They got it. They did capitalise.
Tom Langford's fourth. He's fast becoming the most important player on this field on the Australian Gas Network's South Whyalla Demons Football Club scoreboard at the Australian Gas Network's M. It's PNU 10-15, Gully's 8-5, and they want me to turn you off. I'm getting messages from Ian Jolly. The blind man wants you shut down. You're being negative. Don't be negative.
in that first quarter, I said Kowalik has to get off Langford, and I'm still sticking to that. I have to make a move, have to do something to shut down Langford. He kicked 4, got to do something. A bit like Payneham did with Melville getting off the leash.
Payneham had a lot more options. Payneham have a lot more options in their defence to do that too, Lukey. So, yeah, it's going to be tough for the Gullies. We're just going to have to try and just win the ball like we do now.
Langford's
showing makers into the forward line. Here's to his brother Chad.
Seymour.
Chad's trying to, smothered it nicely. He's a left footer, so if it pops up, he's dangerous. We know that. Handballs it over his head to Blake Penny. Still comes now here to Matty Hallandale. He tries to fend off. Payneham close it down. There's a duck of the head in there, but the umpire, you know what? He'll say, oh, it's a bounce, and Payneham did well there.
Really important there, a couple of tackles that didn't break. Allegio, strong tackle. If they break the tackle, they run into open goal. The importance of no miss tackle is huge, especially across the half-back line. Out of the ruck, it comes down. Giannini, quick kick. Punched over by Mackie Haynes. Ansell there, competing with Huggard, is it? It is.
Jakey Huggard it is. He gets it onto his boot.
Pitchy Donahue comes through traffic. He drops the ball. Out now.
Kowalik. A little handball shouldn't have happened. Should have just slammed it onto the boot.
Ansell, Wagner drops what he might have taken, but gets the soccer forward. He's pushed off it. Well done there by Matty Stent.
He's too strong. That'll be mine.
Right in front of us. They're going to hit me. Oh, right into the commentary position, and free kick there will go. Out on the fault of Mackie Haynes. Haynes down the line. Quick comment, Mac Haynes. No comment. He kicks down the line. Falls to Ansell, is it? Ansell now looks for Wagner. He's a left footer. He'll need to swing onto his left. He's tackled immediately, and we'll have a ball in 70 metres around from the Payneham goal.
Just on 30 minutes gone.
Yes, just approaching 30, I think. And it is Payneham by 22 points. We said they'd need a 4-goal lead. They're just getting Jolly back on. I'm not sure there's going to be any time. He'll be fresh for the last quarter, though. Allegio off the tap, one down by McKay. McKay slung to the ground by Brinoli. Two hard at it competitors there, and we'll have a ball up 70 metres out from the Payneham goal. Wagner for Jolly here. Late move. Can Jolly come on and make an impact?
Probably not.
There's the tap from Clint Dow. It's come out to the back here to Donahue. He breaks away from Zach McKay. Kicks a wobbly ball into the forward line, and guess who, gentlemen?
Tommy Langford now. You would have missed that. Jolly made his way onto the field, and I'm not in love with the guy. He was the one that caused the separation. He got behind the teacher, he got behind Donahue, allowed Donahue to run uncontested and get an uncontested kick towards Tommy Langford, who will kick after the siren. That was the difference. Pressure on the ball carrier was nullified. It allowed for quality use. Langford from 20 metres out on an acute angle.
I'm watching Justin Machado shuffle the magnets now, and I'd suggest they'd have something up their sleeve for Langford.
He kicks, it looks good off the boot. He's kicked his fifth, he's fired up. And there goes the siren for three-quarter time. A huge quarter there, late in the quarter for Payneham. They've kicked 5 goals, 7 for the quarter. Had a chance to probably bury the game. It's Payneham, 11-15. That's 81. Tea Tree Gully, 8 goals, 5. Just the 1 goal that quarter, 53.
On the South Waialla Demon scoreboard.
Thanks, Hose. It is Payneham by 28 points, but this game is far from over, gentlemen.
Well, it's going to depend on the Gully start to this last quarter, let's face it. You know what I mean? It's going to be, if Payneham can get those first couple, I think the heads could drop from the Gullies. But if the Gullies can get those first couple, or that first one, the sniff's definitely going to be there, that's for sure. So let's see who's got the most run in their legs. How's the interchange been working through the whole game? Can the Gullies outrun Payneham in this last quarter, or have Payneham got enough juice in them to get the game going?
Just quickly, boys, goal kickers for Payneham. Langford 5, Jolly 2, Ansell, Wagner, Lowe and Agarostis all with 1. For the Gullies, Melville with 4. I think their first 4. Shoemaker brothers have got 1 each. Stent, Birkin also with 1.
Scores from Theberton for our listeners. It's Henley 6-6-42. Athelston 4-6-30. So it's a 12-point advantage to the Sharks, and that's into the third quarter by 12 minutes. 12 minutes and 8 seconds into the third quarter there at Theberton Oval. So it's anyone's game in that big grand final. Interesting, TJ. Certainly those last 2 goals really have helped Payneham along.
Yes, 28 points the difference. So
they did all the attacking, and they didn't put them away, and those last 2 goals really could come back to haunt Gullies. They did all their hard work and just stopping the ball, getting to that last line time and time again, and they just surrendered 2 goals late.
Yep. Look, Hose, at the end of the day, if you talk about statistics, scoring shots, Payneham 26, Gully's 13. They've had all the, well, they haven't had all the play. Both teams have plenty of play.
Double scoring shot.